Ralph, well done. A much tougher game than you probably were expecting, but in the end, a comfortable victory for you guys.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it was as expected, and it would depend a lot on how we played, and the kind of intensity we brought to the game would then be reflected in the scoreline. And I think, if we're honest, we didn't ever really get going, but I felt we looked comfortable for the vast majority. The goal they got back then just kind of spiced it up a little bit and made it a bit more interesting, but a comfortable win.
Was that because of the gap in quality, something you mentioned earlier on when I was speaking to you on the sideline?
Yeah, I think it's always difficult because I think naturally the league games, you know exactly what you're going to get, and there's a certain kind of physical toughness and there's a speed in the game, and I think there's maybe an expectation that in the cup games you don't always get that. It's not taking anything away from Cambridge City. I thought they played well, particularly after they got their goal back. They did really well, but they don't naturally play at that faster speed, and I think we have a tendency to take our foot off the gas a little bit, as opposed to keeping our high tempo that we play with normally.
And your strikers are scoring goals now as well. You must be delighted to see your forward players finding the net on a regular basis. Another two for Natasha today. A good performance from her and from the team up front. I think that, generally sort of in my time, we've always scored goals. Last year, for one reason or another, we didn't get as many as we normally would, but it's nice to see us kind of back regularly scoring and scoring numbers. And your captain Amanda, 5 assists today. Must be delighted for your captain to step up and put so many on a plate for your team.
Yeah, but that's standard procedure. She will, if you look at her assist stats, for her at the end of the season, she's always got just numerous amounts. I mean, we missed that last year, and if you looked at the season before her last full season, she probably, I think, contributed to, I think it was something crazy like, out of our 70 goals, she was involved in 40 or 50 of them. Tells you all you need to know.
And at the other end of the pitch, Harriet Petley, a young player, first full start. What did you make of her performance today?
Yeah, delighted for her making a full debut, and she came and did really well. Probably a little bit nervous at the start, a couple of passes that she'd probably want to do better with, but again, she competed well in the air. She won her headers. She was assured in the tackle, and she looks comfortable. I'm really pleased with her.
Cheers, Ralph.
Thank you.